All right, let's go to reports. Report of special committees or town officials, town manager. Town manager Joe Waltz, please.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to let the citizens know that we're continuing to have Thursday night movies down at the gazebo. This week's showing is Casablanca. Also want to let the citizens know that Clatterback Paving will be returning to town next Monday to finish all the line painting and all the crosswalks as part of the stop campaign. This project should be about 2 weeks to completion. And finally, the town staff will be working with Norfolk Southern Railroad on August 3rd to make repairs to the 6th Street Railroad crossing. Mayor, that concludes my report for tonight.
Thank you. Any questions? Hearing none, report of the EDA Executive Director Jennifer McDonald. Ms. McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. You should have my written report in front of you. Just a few things to highlight on the AvTech site. We continue to work with Joe, Bowler Engineering, and IT Federal on the West Main Street Extended. I believe Mr. Camp submitted comments on the types of light fixtures and landscaping requirements that the town has on Friday. So I know that Scott Stickley with Bowler is revising the plans to be submitted to Jeremy. We're working with the county on the Conservancy Park and walking trails. We're hoping to have a walking trail along the river on the Conservancy side. So we'll be meeting with Brandy Rosser, the grants coordinator, to see if there are any grants available for that. EPA just completed their 5-year site review. Everything passed with flying colors, so that's a good sign for us. And we had a group of students from the Chesapeake Bay watershed camp that visited the site. They stopped by for a tour. FMC, EDA, and EPA all met with them. We gave them a tour and went over what was at the site, what we hope to have at the site. So there are about 22 students there for that. In the town, we're working with a fast food company, a gas station, a restaurant, and one developer looking at several properties in the town. We're also working with a prospect looking at 7 acres at the AvTech site, a prospect for the former B&G goods store on Main Street, and a potential developer for the Afton Inn. We will be meeting with council later to discuss the impact that that could have on Main Street and the town. The Leech Run Parkway, we had our ribbon cutting. I'm sure all of you have driven down the road now. We still have a few items on the punch list that Branch Highways has to take care of. We have a meeting on Wednesday, I believe, to go over that with Branch. Hopefully they can get that completed and we can have final completion on that road. The IRP program, we currently have $420,000 in outstanding balance on that program, $150,000 on our small loan program. We just issued $7,000 to Greg Lewis in April for Skyline Tech. You have a list of the loans that have been paid in full in the past 6 months. We had 3 inquiries on the McKay Springs property. We're working on the Go Virginia initiative. That's a regional collaboration with the Northern Shenandoah Valley Regional Commission. We handed out $5,500 in EDA scholarships. Our auditors were in June for our preliminary field work, and we will have our final audit in the month of September. Once we have that, we should get that in November, and we always give you guys a copy of that. That's all I have for you in open session. Do you have any questions?
Any questions for Ms. McDonald? Being none, thank you.
Thank you.